I forgot what your nickname was. Are we still rolling with that?
Oh, it doesn't really matter to me, but
Jade is,
Jade.
just remember, precious, green, good, go.
So, over here to my right, I have Danielle, aka Jade, who's precious, and what he said, precious, right?
apparently so.
Very precious. And over here we have Ian Losz, and what are we gonna do today?
We're going to do one oldie off of the first album, and then we're going to do two new songs, which will probably be on the next album.
That's awesome. Well, what a surprise. All right, we'll talk more. Well, let's get to it.
Standing in the garden. 2, 3, 4. Hey! Standing in the garden, waiting for the sunshine. Under my umbrella, you said that you'd be mine. You got a little blanket, hanging on tight, wishing on a rainbow, watching for the light. It's you and me, girl, and you know me so. It seems true, girl, no matter where you go. Here we go. Hey! Everybody at a party says they're feeling fine. People loving people, I love you all the time. Standing on the deck of a ship out on the street, waves crashing over, faces to you and me. It's you and me, girl, I'm telling you so. It seems true, girl, in your dreams, you know. Here we go. Hey! Standing in the garden, waiting for the sun to shine. Under my umbrella, you say that you'll be mine. Sitting on the blanket, 2 nights is a while, wishing on a rainbow, watching for the sight. Hey! Hey!
Very Ramones to me, except we didn't get the hey ho. But that was cool, man. What's going on in your life?
Well, it feels like deja vu, Rob. I don't know why, but it does feel like deja vu. And I don't know if Al had anything to do with this, but
He might. He's behind me. I got to be careful. Already been probed once. Deja Vu, good album. Too,
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
the best. So what kind of journeys has life been taking you on lately?
Well, I'll tell you what. I look sometimes outside at other people's lives, and I'm one of the luckiest bastards in the world. I really am. Lived a very fortunate life. I've experienced some wonderful things, and really I've been able to walk down my own path. So I have absolutely no complaints. If they told me my ticket is punched tomorrow, I'm like, I've had a really good ride. But it's not. I don't think I'm going anywhere. I still have work to do.
Well, the rapture was just supposed to happen, but we're all still here. I expected to be one of the only people left.
It wasn't on my calendar. I must have got one of the cheap bank calendars because it wasn't on mine. Maybe some of the holidays and important days aren't on that. So.
Well, it's been rescheduled, from what I hear.
Like most things, it's been postponed, right?
But if the rapture did happen, I suppose you wouldn't be here today.
Probably not. No.
No. I feel like you probably living the good life, probably being the best you that you could possibly be.
Yeah, you know, I mean, honestly, my goal would just be to drive somewhere to be immediately eviscerated versus I'm not a survivalist, basically. I'm a drummer.
Exactly.
Stay and hide.
Exactly. Well, speaking of getting high, what's your next song?
We're going to take you a little bit away and make a message for the earth. It's called Plutonium Candy.
That's right. And 420 and Earth Day were on the same day this year.
That's right.
Plutonium candy on nuclear streets, flying aluminum birds, soft as the rivers and ultra cannon, while atomic fire pits burn. Electro drum beats that keep you awake, reading and writing are gone with the wind. Everyone's darkness and everyone's fears, radiating negative notes. Cotton pink blooms the atmosphere till we choke from the smoke. Mushroom cloud Sundays that glow in the dark, mechanical monkeys that dance in the park. Carry on, fly like a balloon. Carry on, back to the moon. Carry on, screaming like you know what to do. Vital statistic that bounce on the screen, electric like actors yellow and green. No bus, Chicago, no desert highways, Android salesmen are selling your space. Power plant pinwheels continue to spin, Godzilla and King Kong are living in sin. Carry on, fly like a balloon. Carry on, back to the moon. Carry on, screaming like lunatics do. Carry on, fly like a balloon. Carry on, back to the moon. Carry on, screaming like lovers do.
I really, really love that song. brought me to all sorts of places in my head. It's very, I mean, I'm trying to picture like an album cover for a single for this. Very, I'm getting a very psychedelic feel from this particular song. Your vocals in this song definitely bring me back to a time when I wasn't even born yet. So thank you.
Good days, Rob.
That's what I hear, man. I missed out. I was totally born in, I mean, I was born in the 70s, but I don't remember any of the 70s. I remember Ronald Reagan, BMWs, and sushi.
Well, that's, kind of the beauty of music is that we can go back well before we've been around, and it'll be here after we're gone. And, as a musician and a songwriter, we delve not just from the current library, but go back. And, your influences, I guarantee, are people, especially musicians, look back at other musicians that were around or they never saw. And that's what's one of the great things about music.
I mean, I broke into my parents' and my grandparents' record collection. So, my mom was all like the Supremes and, Motown and that sort of thing. I love that kind of music.
Great stuff, yeah.
I mean, first of all, how could you not?
Yep.
Secondly, my dad he was the classic rock guy, and I was just into all his records as well. But then I'm over at my grandparents' house. I don't know what to expect. It was all vinyl in those days. And I'm like, let's see what my grandfather's got. I'm like, oh, Nat King Cole. Oh, the Ink Spots. You know what I mean? Like,
but still, they had to be good musically, even if we don't like that genre.
sure.
They had to be good enough to be listened to by somebody. And they weren't all listened to by grandparents. They were young when they listened to it. So there's a lot of stuff in
That's
there.
true.
And, if it wasn't for that, you take an example like Van Halen. They took an old Roy Orbison song. Now imagine if they didn't listen to any of that stuff and they were to come up with Pretty Woman.
Right.
Let's face it, a lot of these remakes, Nazareth doing Love Hurts, these are all old standards and they're made into rock and roll. So
Right.
there's definitely a plateau and a plane and an influence going on there.
Yeah, I love how music can be timeless, but I do feel that modern pop music, in my own opinion, I don't think a lot of it's timeless. I think it's 6 months.
It's
It's
a whole
old.
different story though.
It is.
Yeah.
So we're not talking about that at all. We're talking about real music.
Okay, good.
So we got one more.
We got one more.
All right, let's do it.
You got a song in your head and you don't like it, we're going to put another one inside and hopefully you'll like this one a little better.
Thank you. I had rebuilt this city stuck. Please help.
Yeah, we're gonna rock that one out of there. So it's called I Got a Song, so maybe it'll hurt. Got a song in my head that I just gotta say. Got a song in my head just won't go away. It's in my head when I walk to work. It's in my dreams when I fall asleep. It's in my ears when I drive behind the wheel. Na 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 sometimes I feel like an astronaut. Sometimes I feel like a teacher, yeah. Sometimes I spit out philosophy. Sometimes I'm just a dreamer singing. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. I got a song in my head that I just gotta say.
Thank you.
That definitely took the earworm out of my head and put some new vibrations in. It's all about the vibrations. If you're not paying attention to your vibrations, you're doing something wrong. A lot of people are just kind of catching on to this. But, yeah, it really is.
Definitely being
Very
in
important.
tune to a lot of things rather than just trucking forward into the wall. It will help you out, for sure. Wise words, Rob.
Yeah, I try. I've been around the block. There was a line in the last song. Sometimes I feel like an astronaut.
Growing up in the space age, for me, it's always been a huge influence. Not just the science fiction of it, but the actuality. And if you've never been to a rocket launch, you're missing something that this planet really should be proud of. And I don't care where they come from, but having a rocket go into the heavens and exploring space, I just think it's still one of the coolest things. It's the great unknown.
So you've witnessed this.
I have.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, first of all, everyone's a conspiracy theorist these days. A little late to the game on that one, but then they throw all these conspiracies that are just dumb into the mix, and they shuffle them all up together. And I think that right there is a conspiracy in itself, because what it's doing is it's kind of making everyone look like a tinfoil hat wearing idiot, and it dismisses all the other theories that could potentially have some validity to them.
It muddles up what could be discovered, because you throw a lot of garbage on food, you're not going to find the good food.
Well, what about the moon landing?
I in my heart, I truly believe that it's something that we did, we as the United States, we as mankind. But there's always that 1% doubt, because if you look at now with AI, who knows how much technology we had, but I'm still going to err on the side of hope and believe that we did do that. And I think it's a really cool thing. I hope we do it again.
Right.
Because I think the next generation will still be in awe. And maybe not as in awe as we were in '69, but still, it's there's just so much to do. And it's basically, well, why would you do it? Because we can. Or it's not easy. One of those two answers, or both of those answers, I think, will give us.
What about you? What do you think? The moon landing, was it real? Did it really happen?
I don't know. I was born in a different generation.
I mean, I was too.
It's kind of more of a given to my generation, so the barometers.
Well, do yourself a favor, watch some footage, piece it together for yourself. That was one I never looked at, because I was like, of course we were to the moon. This is absurd. But then the multiple videos of Buzz Aldrin saying it didn't happen is really what gets at me. Or is he just...
Buzz Aldrin or Buzz Lightyear?
Yeah, right. There's many, many videos, many interviews of Buzz Aldrin saying it never happened.
I'll tell you what, it's a lot of parades for nothing then. There was a lot of parades, and those guys toured the world. They toured the world. So, if I can get a gig like that and not do anything and tour the world, well, I'm going. Sign me up.
Neil Armstrong, obviously, we can't ask him. And then the other guy, who no one knows his name, he sticks by it. He says, it was the real deal. But why wouldn't you? Nobody knows who the other guy is. He's like the guy who almost joined the Beatles. So, anyway, any messages to the world of peace or prosperity that you'd like to get out there?
I really don't feel like I've got a big enough stage or platform, but I let my songs speak for themselves, because I did write them. And, hopefully they're a message, even if they're just a message for get you from home to work and from work to home, or get you through the day. That's good enough for me.
Well, absolutely.
Thank you, Radio X, and it's all about the good vibrations.
It is about the good vibrations. Oh, there's a song. You should write that one.
I'll work on it.
Ian Losz Band, everyone. Jade, Danielle, thank you so much for tuning in.
Radio X, guys. Thank you so much.